Hi guys, thanks for joining us this week. I'm Danny Adams here with Tee Upload, and today we're going to look at putting. But we're not going to look at putting as a whole. We're going to look at one segment of the game, or of the game of putting, which is speed control. We're going to look at your approach to how you judge how far or how fast you need to roll this golf ball to get the ball on the hole. I'm going to show you how the common golfer commonly addresses this issue, the approach they take, and I'm going to talk to you how the best players in the world take this approach. And hopefully this little change is going to make a massive difference in your ability to control the speed of the putt and how fast you roll a golf ball on the green. So let's get started. Okay guys, so let's look at how the typical golfer usually addresses this situation. They'll generally mark the golf ball, read the green, and if they take any practice strokes, it'll look something similar to this. They'll take their address, they'll keep their eyes looking down at the ground as they make their practice strokes. Then they'll set up to the golf ball and try and reproduce that feeling. So it could look something similar to this. So can you see how short that is? Well, that actually was an accurate representation of my practice stroke. But why was it so short? If I had a ball in my hand and I wanted to roll this ball towards the flag, where would my eyes be looking? Where would I focus? Would I focus on the ball or on the ground? If I was focusing on the ball, chances are as I try and throw this ball or roll it, I'll end up throwing it over my head and into the bunker behind me. Where would my eyes be focused? They'd be focused on the flag. So I'd set up, I'd focus on the flag, and then I'd roll the ball towards the flag. Something similar to this. And as you can see, the ball hit the flag, which was a pretty good shot. But why did that work? It was because my brain or my eyes were focusing on the target, and that allowed me to adjust the speed and the amount of force I needed to inject into the golf ball. If I was looking down at the ground or at my hand, my brain wouldn't have the chance to reprogram or adjust the amount of speed I need to move my arms and hands. So, how's this relevant to golf? Well, you watch the best players in the world when they have their practice strokes. They'll set up, but they'll keep their eyes focused on the target. Why? Because it allows them to adjust the amount of speed, the speed they're moving their arms, the amount of force they're injecting into the shot. So they may start off making tiny little practice swings, but as they look at the target, they realise, well, this is not going to get there. So then they have to adjust and more accurately produce a practice swing that represents the length of shot they need to hit. So it looks something similar to this. And as you can see, that was a better chance. You know, the ball got up there, still a little short, so maybe my practice swings weren't quite accurate enough, but it allowed me a greater chance to produce the amount of force I need, the amount of speed I had to move the golf club to get the ball rolling the desired distance. I hope this really helps. So remember, in your practice strokes, don't be looking at the ground as you make your strokes. Keep your eyes focused on the target because it gives your brain the chance to adjust and reprogram the amount of speed and force you need to move the ball to the desired target. Hope this helps, guys.